My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth. Welcome back. This is your Moreh Yeshua Ben Uriah Israel, and we just want to continue to thank you for your support in giving, just helping us to reach, going towards our goal. And I just want to tell you this, my brothers, my sisters, we thank you, we thank you, we love you, and we thank you. And we ask that you continue to subscribe, continue to like, continue to comment. I've responded to several of you personally, and some I've just said generally because there's so many coming in that you don't have enough time to sit down and respond. But still, we want you to continue to send your comments. All right. Now we are 992 subscriptions. Okay, we have 8 more subscriptions to go to make 1,000. That would take away much of the limits that we have at this moment. We can go a little longer in our Bible study series. So we just want to thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The last time, in the last session rather, we were dealing with the Psalm 5, and we were at verse 4, right? And we talk about pleasure, that Yahuwah, he is not an El that takes pleasure in wickedness, right? He doesn't take pleasure in doing anything that is displeasing. And we're going to continue from where we left off, and we're going to be dealing with wickedness today. Wickedness. It doesn't take pleasure in wickedness. And wickedness is Rasha. Wickedness in Psalm 5 verse 4 is Rasha. Listen what he said here. He said, "For thou art not an El that hath pleasure." In the King James Version, he said, "Thou art not a God. But thou art not an El that has pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee." So we see here then that wickedness is Rasha. Rasha. And this is Shin, Ayin. We started out we said Resh, Shin, and Ayin. Okay, and the meaning of this is wrong. He doesn't take pleasure in doing wrong. Our Yahuwah, our Elohim, our Almighty, our Creator, does not take pleasure in wrong. He does not take pleasure in doing or declaring anything that is wrong. And this means to distinguish or to disturb or to violate or to condemn. And, when he condemned the wicked for their wrong, but he doesn't do anything that to say, well, okay, he takes pleasure in doing it. And when he did it, I believe it hurt his heart because he wants all people, not only us as Hebrew Israelite, any nation that turns to him, he will accept them. Okay? Any nation that turns to him, he will accept them. But listen what he said here. Our Yahuwah doesn't make trouble. He's not a troublemaker. Our Yahuwah is not someone who commits evil or doing anything like that. He doesn't deal with evil or wickedness. He doesn't depart from his righteousness, from his way. His perfection. He doesn't depart from that. He doesn't do anything wicked. Our Yahuwah does not do anything that is wickedness, iniquity. He doesn't do that. He said, neither evil dwell with him. And David, as he poured his heart for protection to Yahuwah, he is pointing on these things in Yahuwah knows his heart. And he's pouring his heart out and saying, the people around us, my brothers and my sisters, the people around us, the people who are evil, the people who are against us, they are the ones that do this wickedness. And Hebrew Israelite awakening people should stay far away from anything that is shadowy, if you understand. Anything that is dark and, outrageous, those things, we have to stay away from them, my brothers and sisters. And we shouldn't keep company with people who do those things either. Because what they're going to do is lead us astray. Look at the word evil in the same verse. Look at the word evil in the same verse. He said, evil is raw. And it is resh and ain, two letters that make up this Hebrew word, resh and ain. And the word meaning bad, the word meaning evil, the word meaning adversity, affliction, calamity, displeasure, a desire for evil, grief, mischief, misery, naughtiness, sorrow, trouble, wrong, displeasure, wickedness. He said that, for thou art a El that had that, but thou art an El, but thou art not an El, or not an El, that has pleasure in wickedness. And he said, neither evil. And in the same verse 5, there's another word there that we need to look at. Another word we need to look at, and that word is dwell. It says, evil does not dwell with Yahuwah. He said, evil does not dwell with Yahuwah. He said, evil does not dwell with Yahuwah. So here in verse 4, it said, thou art an El that does not have any of those bad stuff in him. He is against evil, and he punishes evil. And I want us to know that. Lest at any time we decided that we want to divert from the way he calls us to walk. My brothers and my sisters, he doesn't want us to do that. He doesn't take pleasure in doing that. Okay, so the word dwell there is Gur, gur, the Hebrew word gur, and is Gimel, Vav, and Resh. Gur, gur. The word is sound. It kind of say it sound funny. Gur. It's spelled in the English. It's spelled like a G-O-O-R. That's the phonetic. It doesn't spell that, but that's the phonetic. The spelling in the Hebrew, when you bring it to English, it would be G-U-W-R. But that's how it will come out. Okay? But in English. And the phonetic part of it would be Gur, Gur, G-O-O-R. And it is Gamel. It's almost sound in English at this point here, as it's sound in the Hebrew. When you say the Hebrew is a different spelling, G-U-W-R is a different spelling from the way it sounds. Okay? But Gimel, Vav, and Resh, and it means to turn aside. So, to turn aside from the road. If it's like you're traveling down the road and you decide to divert, and you turn aside from the road to some other path, or you decide that, well, you know, I'm not going to continue. I'm going to stop for a while. I'm going to rest. I'm going to set up my tent. I'm going to, park your car over into, on the other side of the road, and decided you're going to take a few hours rest, or you're going to take a few days rest, or probably I'm going to stay here for the week. Oh my goodness. But it has the sense of lodging. To dwell, lodging, or any other purposes like sojourn, or so you have a guest that come to dwell, you decide to stop at a hotel and you're going to be there for more than an hour or two. You dwell there, you're going to dwell. It's like living there, also to shrink or fear. Yahuwah is not one who's fearful. He doesn't shrink. He doesn't shrink. To be in a strange place or together for hostility. Sometimes people get together, and all they're there for is for hostility, to build up strife, and and then he's also afraid to assemble yourselves, an inhabitant of something, or to remain, or to stand. You see, Yahuwah is not afraid of anyone. And evil does not dwell with him. It happened to us. You see, we will carry evil around in our hearts for a long time. Sometimes it gives us sleepless night. We are uneasy. And evil will even give us heart attacks. Evil make us sick if we carry those things in our hearts. But Yahuwah doesn't want us to do that, my brothers and my sisters. He doesn't want us to have those thoughts in us. The time is gone for this session. And so we're going to ask you to be a blessing today to someone, my brothers, my sisters, and walk with the King. Shalom.